Hey y'all, we're gonna get started in a little bit. I want to welcome everybody to another installment of the Lord. As you can see, we're having a parade here. They call this thing "Light Up the Night" or something like that. And of course, you know how we do it. There's some kind of idol worshiping or something going on. Parade. Of course, they're prostituting our children as usual. It's supposed to be a lot of fun and whatever it's supposed to be doing. I don't know what it's all about. After the music dies down a little bit, we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. Okay? Y'all ready to get started now? I just want to say thank you all for coming out today. We're out here to serve the Lord one more time and bring the word out to all y'all lovely people. So I'm so happy that we're all here to experience this together. We're going to start the word off with the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 8. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" Then I said, "Here I am, Lord, send me." And he said, "Go and tell this people, keep on hearing but do not understand, who keep on seeing but do not perceive." So y'all go to church every Sunday, you keep hearing the word of the Lord, but you're not hearing the whole thing. You don't understand what's going on because they're lying to you. They've been lying to us the whole time. But the truth of the book is coming out now, and we're bringing the truth out. We're going to move over to Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. I love bringing the word out, man. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. The Lord says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up your voice like a trumpet, and tell my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins." That's right, he said, tell the house of Jacob their sins. Did he say, tell everybody their sins? No, he said, tell the house of Jacob their sins. Why is that? Why would he say, tell the house of Jacob their sin only? That's because the law of the Lord was given to the Israelites only. But that's what they lied to you guys at the church about. They say that the Lord came back for the whole world. That is just not true. And there's nothing wrong with speaking the truth. You've just been conformed to lies your whole life, that when you hear the truth, you get ashamed about it. There's nothing to be ashamed of here. We're just reading the Bible. We're going to jump over to 2 Thessalonians. Chapter 2, verse 3. That's right, every Saturday. The truth is Bible. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." Now, did y'all hear that? It says, "Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first." That falling away has already came. It came to our people after the days of slavery because they didn't know who they were anymore. They were destroyed as a people. That's the falling away. So they fell away from the faith and the truth and the light of this book. He says, "And the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition," the man of sin. We're going to find out who that man of sin is today. And he says that man of sin who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worship. So this man is trying to pretend like he is God, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Now I want to make it known that this book actually tells you exactly what Yahushua, the Savior, looked like. And he looks nothing like the one that's been portrayed throughout our whole lives in the churches. That's what I'm coming out here to let y'all know. The Messiah is not a Caucasian. That's all plain and simple. He's not. It says, and I'm going to read it right now. It says in the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 12. Then I turned to see the voice that spoke with me. And having turned, I saw 7 golden lampstands. And in the midst of the 7 lampstands, one like the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girded about the chest with a golden band. His head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes like a flame of fire. His feet were like fine brass, as if refined in a furnace. Now that looks nothing like the image that's portrayed here. That's why I'm out here to let y'all know that you've been lied to your whole life. We all have been lied to our whole life. And it's time to get these lies out, because the time is at hand, my brothers and sisters. Because the Lord has declared that he's coming back. And you cannot see the plagues that's happening in the United States, then you do not have eyes to see and ears to hear. We're going to go back to the book of 2 Thessalonians. This time we're going to chapter 2, verse 10. And with all unrighteousness, deception among those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth. It says all those that perish, they did not receive the love of the truth. So that means that you'd rather believe a lie than to believe the truth. Because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. That's right, because you need to have the truth in order to be saved in the first place. Because you have to believe in the Lord. And for this reason, God will send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie, that they all may be condemned, who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Because our whole duty of man is to become righteous, to try to be as good as we can, so that we can make it in the kingdom of heaven. So everyone else wants to become unrighteous. They want to conform to the world. They want to wear tight pants. They want to go out all night long, get drunk all night long, or something like that. That is not